So with me and Mikayla, whatever it is that's happening, all I did was speak my opinion, and it's obviously turned into this really massive thing on TikTok, right?
Alright, you guys, so in today's video, you've probably already seen that Jeffree Star recently called out that TikToker Mikayla Nogueira, but if you haven't, we're going to be covering that in today's video anyways, but if you have, we're going to be covering the history of basically how Jeffree Star got to the point that he wanted to call her out in the first place, what his beef is with her, and where it initially started. So in order to do that, we're going to be talking about Jeffree Star's career, we're going to be talking about Mikayla, her career, the things that she's done wrong, Lashgate, which I'm sure that you are probably all aware of, Jeffree Star calling out Mikayla, and Mikayla responding. So stick around because we've got a lot to cover in today's episode, and let's hop right into it.
When you were coming at Mikayla saying she had a Temu spray tan, I damn near passed out. I needed air. Like, and so much because I'm Temu like spray tan so coated, but like you're just so funny.
But you look like a normal human skin tone. She
Well,
looked.
thank you.
She looked. Her. I mean,
Look at this,
literally,
though.
her spray tan.
No,
though,
please don't show him that.
I honestly don't know how this Temu tan thing became such an iconic statement that blew up the entire internet and has spread to so many people that it's literally like a high search volume term. But let's get into the Temu tan and where that came from. Here's when Jeffree Star actually called out Mikayla.
Whether you believe or not, what I'm about to say is none of my business. But what I'm going to tell you is that the video I made about these e.l.f. eyeshadows, I made $0. Saying I have like an endorsement by e.l.f. And I feel like a broken record saying that they didn't sponsor my wedding.
Okay, I have them in my hands. I've tried them versus the Patrick Ta. And by the way, this formula, impeccable. Yes, you guys, the new e.l.f. eyeshadows, they are the talk of TikTok. You wanna know why? They're so fucking pretty. Look at that! I was just watching a few clips. Now listen, Mikayla, we all know that you may not have some endorsements by e.l.f., but baby, when you make a lip kit for your wedding called the Wedding Lip Kit, e.l.f. paid for your wedding. I not understanding. Now, Miss Thing may not have an endorsement by e.l.f. like how Gatorade will endorse a football player, but she definitely made a lip kit for her wedding, and that entire collab made her a lot of money, y'all, and it essentially paid for her wedding. The gaslighting in her video is absolutely crazy. She really wants to think that she don't make any money off this shit. You guys, I'm in the creators program on TikTok, so is she. So any video that we upload that is longer than 1 minute, you make a lot of money. And me and her, baby, we get views. So yes, we are making money off of this content. My role in the beauty community is just to hold people accountable for their lies and actions, and I really think she is one of the biggest liars. Never addressed Lashgate with the L'Oreal mascara. We all know she lied. She never addressed it and said, yeah, I lied. It was all a marketing tactic. Girl, no one's gonna have respect for you if you're a constant liar. Now, e.l.f., one of the best drugstore brands I've ever tried in my life. So affordable, so amazing. What is this a dupe of? Not of Patrick Ta, y'all. This is a dupe of the Urban Decay Moon Dust eyeshadows, and look at how pretty the swatches are. Obviously, they are not the same as Patrick Ta, but we love e.l.f. They're amazing. This is a really cool alternative for a really sparkly lid if you want one. I think that we have to have a little bit more integrity in the beauty space, but if people want to be entertained by a liar, there is nothing wrong with that. So Temu Orange Hands, all love, baby. Just stop lying.
So that's where the iconic Temu tan statement comes from.
Because she don't have no endorsements.
But people were wondering if Mikayla would have seen that video because Mikayla has Jeffree Star blocked on TikTok. But she definitely must have because she clearly heard it and she responded to it in this video. Take a look.
Mikayla Nogueira responded to Jeffree Star.
It's gonna look absolutely beautiful. In terms of the color, I am trying to match my Temu orange hands, okay? So don't mind it.
I swear Mikayla Nogueira got a fake account somewhere because how would she know this if she blocked Jeffree Star? But anyways, Mikayla Nogueira is listening and responding. So in her newest video that she just posted 4 hours ago, mixing her 5 favorite foundations, she had a subtle clapback for Jeffree Star and her Temu orange hands. Let's see what her comment section is looking like. No matter what people may say, you're my favorite. Yes, love the subtle clapback. Being self-aware is so important. You're funny as hell, girl. But Jeffree Star was just live on a rant about Mikayla and Glamzilla blocking him, and this is what he had to say.
Glamzilla, maybe you can make a video about why you blocked me and I can respond to it. But all I can do right now is assume that she didn't like what I had to say. And all I said was the truth. But two liars are always going to stick together. That's kind of how human beings work. Two awful people like that.
Infamous Temu orange hands.
So obviously, Mikayla has seen that Jeffree Star called her Temu orange hands.
Even though she has him blocked because she obviously heard it or she saw the video somewhere else, but she definitely knows.
And sometimes people have orange skin. Temu orange hands. That's a really, I just said it on a live. I didn't even do a video. I didn't do anything. I was just live streaming like I always do. I was freestyling and people were asking me questions. And I was just like, you guys, these people have me blocked. I don't know what they're doing. And then I saw my friend Patrick Ta launched an eyeshadow duo. People wanted to try to drag him for the price. So silly.
I did see that.
So Mikayla, who did an e.l.f. collab, this is what started this week, tried to compare a $4 moment to a $42, basically saying it's comparable when it's not. I simply reviewed it and was like, this is what it is. It's great. My review really blew up. It's just her lying again and being annoying.
Yeah.
So I just said a couple funny things.
Yeah. Because how can you even, obviously e.l.f. makes amazing dupes, but like you can't compare 42.
Because that wire hit, that's why.
Yeah, right. From e.l.f. you think.
I feel like if it's $42, there's a reason it's $42. Also, it's
Yes.
like love.
And the cool thing
I
is
love
I make makeup for a living. I know his lab. I make my highlighters there. So it's cool from a manufacturer, brand owner, creator to be able to let the audience know about ingredients and different pearls and how things are made. So they understood it. It was just funny, and I guess I was live and people clipped it and posted it on TikTok, and I guess it's a big thing this week. But I always stand by what I say. I think she's a fucking liar. She has a lot of advisors, and they have instructed her to
Never address.
never address it. It will go
I hate
away.
a never address. I always have and I always will in every capacity. I just when I see these influencers, like I don't know.
But you know what?
They
Sometimes
never-
they get along better than the people
That's
who
the
do
thing.
address
That's
it.
the frustrating thing is it feeds people to continue to do that because you see it happen so much.
Anyways, let's get more into the history of why Jeffree Star actually has such a vendetta against Mikayla.
I think my problem is what started it is that,
Mascara gate, right?
yeah, that was a year ago.
And I can understand because obviously we were
Should we get
commenting
down
on
and
that.
dirty about this? Because this only happened a couple days ago.
Yeah, I am down
And
to talk about
I
it.
haven't really
I can
talked-
understand how that would piss you off though in such a visceral way. As someone who has been, you are known for being genuinely honest about quality of product and not
Yes.
scamming your followers, and no one else is.
So
and like I know all of that. I see these people.
My
get
main
paid.
issue
Like-
is a year ago. Well, first of all, we all know that I stepped down like 10 years of doing beauty content. I basically quit YouTube, right? I barely upload.
Please come back,
It
what?
was somewhere where I really found home, and I really think Dramageddon, whatever everyone wants to call it, really was the final straw for me of like I really want to remove myself.
Sucks when something makes you hate something you love.
that
So we will get right back into the backstory in a second here, but I did just want to mention quickly that I do have another video coming out about Dramageddon and some of the backstory about that because it has come out now. So stay tuned for that one. It should be up after this one, either today or tomorrow.
Yes. So when I went to TikTok, I wasn't fully immersed in it. Because remember during the pandemic, I was like, nope, we're still full YouTube. Everyone.
You don't want to let go of that too. It's
No.
such a like.
But I felt as I was getting older, I didn't want to make content that I didn't enjoy.
I agree.
And people were just dancing all day. As the app started to evolve into more beauty and more content and fun lip syncing stuff and quick beauty transitions, I was like, oh, who's on this space? And I had heard of her. Obviously, I knew who she was. We had spoken before. And I think it's the integrity of the app that people don't care about the integrity anymore. I think that's really to the core of it, of what's shocking
Yeah.
to me. The audience knows she's a liar, doesn't care, and they like watching the train wreck. And I'm sure she does have hardcore fans that do believe her and buy the stuff that she's saying is great.
Yeah, it would have
but
never slid back in the day. Like, remember when Jaclyn Hill had hair in her lipstick and
it's
people
over.
were like
they
actually dying?
wanted her to die.
Yes.
They literally wanted to cancel her forever. So it's crazy.
And now it's like everyone can do anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when the mascara thing happened, it inspired me to get back to full-time reviewing, and I've never let up since that video. And I've just been inspired ever since. And I love TikTok. I like that I can film it myself.
No
It's
one
fun.
will ever review product like you.
Yeah, because I feel like you're unbiased probably because
Very.
I feel like you're not money motivated because you've got it. I feel like the beauty community, especially like you make so much more money in makeup videos than
Yes.
any other.
And Mikayla, obviously I don't know her exact dollar amount, but I know the brand deals I was getting, and I know what it's worth now, and it's astronomical. And if the typical viewer knew how much money she was making off of telling the truth or lying, they would really throw up in their mouth.
So as you can see, it's really more about the integrity and that he sees her as like a bold-faced liar more than anything else. And after seeing her lie about things over and over and over, he just got sick of her crap. That's why he went back into reviewing things. That's why he called her out again, because she's still lying, and she has no problem just bold-faced lying. Like, I think she's a liar too.
Yeah.
So I was very offended by the lack of integrity and the not acknowledging it. I really think that her and L'Oreal had a deal, or whether she lied or, I mean, we all know she lied. She put on a false lash.
Ardell Wispy.
She
What
never,
was the approval
but she
process?
never acknowledged it. And I think L'Oreal got a really great viral moment, and they were thankful for it. Whether it was staged or not, we'll never know. I've asked her in a DM to respond to me of how it happened. She refused to respond to that. Looking back a year later, the mascara is great. She didn't need to lie, and she didn't need to put on the falsie. And whether it was a marketing scheme or she actually got caught in a lie, we'll never know.
So honestly, Mikayla was not the influencer for me before Lashgate, but after Lashgate, like, all trust in this woman was completely gone. It was so blatantly obvious that she was wearing a false lash, yet she just goes down in history being like, nope, 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 it's mascara. It's definitely not a lash. Like, okay, babe, we're not blind. I don't know how stupid you think we are, but thanks for that. It's a little bit insulting, but sure. And then moving forward, she just continues to double down on the lies. And so I don't understand why she still has over 15 million people supporting her. That is lost on me. I've personally had brands be like, say this, 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 and this about a product. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to say that about your product because it's literally a lie. And I'm not insinuating that any of these brands told Mikayla to lie about their products, but brands do often do that to influencers, and they're just like not worried about the consequences for some reason. So it's really up to the influencer and the creator to have that integrity. But once you blow that integrity with your audience, good luck.
So yeah, I
Not
don't
even.
hate her. I don't know her. We've spoken before. I saw her on FaceTime. We've talked in the DMs.
Did she have the orange hands on FaceTime?
No, she didn't have money then. And the thing is, when you're making millions of dollars a month, I don't understand why you don't look more presentable. But I think it's the shtick of, I'm going to pretend to be the girl next door forever. No, you're very wealthy. Brands are paying her hundreds of thousands of dollars to say something is great. And it could be great, could not be great. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't respect liars, and I think that's what's frustrating, is that people don't care anymore. So I've had to be like, okay, the integrity of the beauty community has been compromised. People
I gotta come back on TikTok.
that part.
Yeah.
And if people really want the truth, they know where to find it. And my views speak for themselves.